Testing, testing. Okay, seems like we have audio, but let me get some soundtrack to play in the background. Uh, Probably SaGa Jazz or something. SaGa Jazz. It's 1 hour long. Yeah. Let's listen to a little bit of SaGa Jazz. And we'll be discussing this new banner. Guys, let me say that we are live here on Discord. We are live. I barely woke up, but I knew that this banner was being released since yesterday when they announced it. So they are skipping so many banners, just so many banners. I know that you cannot see all banners now on SaGa anymore. You can probably check on SaGa Wiki spreadsheet, right? They have the banner order here as well. Just don't know where. I don't use this as much. But let me see here. Yes, here. Let's see how many banners they have been skipping. They skipped even Labelle's banner. Welcome, Lunatic Screamer. I will have to remove the chat from the screen. And let me move a little to the right side so that I don't get in the way. How many banners have they been skipping here? It's funny that they released the Emperor SaGa banner, but skipped many others that were more popular. Albert banner is a protagonist. Halloween banners were totally skipped. Let's see if I can have something before that point. And considering the more recent ones, they have skipped the Halloweens, they have skipped the UDX Labelle banner, they skipped the SaGa Soul Salamander, these ones were mixed. SaGa Soul. That's strange. Isn't that the guy the bike is being released now? Comes from a UDX banner. Was he the main one? There's also Ear. But who is Ear? From which game she comes from? Is she a wind character? Hello, Luke, welcome. Do you know which his character is? Ear. Is she from Romancing Saga 2? Oh yeah, another one of those winges. You see, what is happening? I click it on the character and I'm moving it? Oh, it's just a spreadsheet bugging. Let me refresh. Skaya, yeah, a wingy person. Thank you. Makes sense. So they will probably not release that banner and add her to something, because if they remove it bike and they are adding bike to other banner, that's what it means to me. We are around here. So they got bike, added bike to anniversary banner. Those are the start of the 5-year anniversary. What will they celebrate on June then? Then 5-year anniversary. Leon has 5 units. They will probably leave Leon for anniversary. No, I don't think they will. This will probably be a pre-anniversary. Leon and Victor banner will be pre-anniversary. 5 units banners. If Leon and Kihachi are here, what would they leave for our anniversary? I just don't know. Because look, they will not release the Christmas banner, I believe. They'll probably be skipping them. But no, Pretinha, no, you're gonna scratch me. No. You jumped already scratching. Ah, again, I have to move a little to the left side. Sorry. So, 5-year anniversaries. I believe what they will be doing here is getting those 5-year anniversary banners and fusing them. Maybe making 5 characters banners. They didn't do a 5-character banner with Saruin because they don't know what to add. They could add Death though. Predict a Global X banner for anniversary. Emerald Beyond Global X. That's what people want. Lunatic says, wonder if they will do nothing but skip it banners for me. Could be if they can. Emerald Beyond just released it. But no Emerald Beyond characters for us. What they can do here is get those 5-year anniversary banners and fuse them. That's what I believe they are gonna do. Like, there is Hannibal, Jorg, and Final Impress here, and everyone wants this Final Impress. They may add Final Emperor and maybe Azami into the banner, make a 5-character banner. And then make another Romancing Saga 2 banner with the leftover characters, I don't know. Another matchwork already, guys. It's very close. They skip their Pale Nymph, Butcher, Coppelia, Selma, Albert. Where is Pale Nymph here in the timeline? Hello, Campi. We will be talking about the new banners. We already have all the buff status. I'll be checking and discussing what's coming. Ah, it's the Halloween banner. Halloween banner was totally gonna be skipped, but I was not sure about the UDX Label banner because Label is popular. Halloween banners, yes. So this month of May, we'll probably be focusing on Romancing Saga 2. Because there are the villains banner, then protagonists banner, and then everything else is just Romancing Saga 2. Of course, there is also Lost here in the middle, but... And Death. Patrick is Minstrel Song. But overall, it's more about Romancing Saga 2 characters. I think they will be following the trend. What is left for anniversary then? Shirazad and Saphira. Yeah. I don't know what's left for them. What you're going to start with. Maybe June will be Minstrel Song again because they can go to that banners here. This other Albert banner, this other Hawk banner. It will make sense. No, you're gonna scratch me now. No, later. So, May could be Romancing Saga 2, and June could be Minstrel Song, an anniversary. I don't know, man. When you look at the timeline, it seems like we're getting closer and closer to JP. You count them for 25 styles. They can make a special banners look on anniversary, all the skipped ones. But probably no bugs at all, just copy paste it. Also 5-year Patrick when we still haven't gotten the first one. Yes. They skip it tomorrow for now. Network analysis for anniversary maybe. Yeah, popular units. Banner is after maintenance, right? Yes, should be after maintenance, Josh Louis. I believe they are doing the maintenance because of something related to this character that would not work without the maintenance. Romancing Saga 2, com banner to Saga Soul Saphira banner, 25 in total. They can make a special banner, yeah. Like a banner with 10% rates and all the characters having their chances shared. Makes sense to me. They will skip the Christmas banner for sure. But there's just one Christmas banner, to be honest. The other ones are Dragon Celebration banner. They can use it and can release them. But they are skipping all Saga Souls. And they will also probably move Spiral even faster. You'll be getting 270 probably pretty soon. Hello Yakshu, welcome. Should we pull into banners? That's something that we'll be discussing during this live stream. I still don't know what to say because I myself haven't checked it much. I don't have the answer, but I'll have it during the live stream. So that's what it feels like. I'm not so sure what they're going to do for anniversary, but it looks like it could be related to Romancing Saga 1 or Global Access. I don't remember they doing Global Access for anniversary. Have they? I don't remember much. But now let's go back to Reddit, guys, and discuss what these characters are going to offer to us. Because Saruin is a lovable character. People like this guy, and he has very good status. You can see that very low love and charisma, and barely effects in the game anyway. He has 125 STR and 132 intelligence. And he uses a hybrid. He has a shadow spell, then a shadow spell as well. So only the second one is sword based. He has an 8 power, 2 hits row. I don't know why he has this thing here, but maybe to grind. Why? I don't care about grinding anymore. I really don't care. There's one thing I don't care about the game anymore is the grind. You just use whatever you get and you get something always and grind. So he reduces now damage taken for all allies by 30%. Is that right? 30%. Without any restriction. Battle begins with 16 BP because this guy has a 16 BP cost skill. Yes. And grants elemental hands to all allies. Everyone will get that 50% increase to shadow damage. Then he gets another one. Self and elemental hands. This lasts for the whole fight as well. Then, oh my god. My neighbors turned on the radio for very, very high volume. Noisy neighbors. Shirei says get Kihachi, and if you want easy time on 270, Saruin or Luge. Otherwise, Horde. Releases Catalyst Wild. Is there a specific triple S weapon for Saruin in the next feature? That's something I don't know, Sluck. I probably have here the weapons that exist on JP. I always have this tab opened. So for Great Swords, oh well, he does have a Shadow weapon that is double S power. I don't know if this has an amplify. Let's translate the page. Just did. Usually the elemental ones are the ones with lower STR. Saruin's word becomes triple S. It has shadow element. So I think that answers your question. So he also gets on a turn begins Chain Hatred. Every time he uses a shadow attack, he recovers 3 BP. He will also grant a shadow attack boost so that he becomes an even better shadow leader to all allies. One time on turn. It's because chases will not trigger again. But it's large and can last for 2 turns. I don't know what large means on this type of situation. Sadly, JP now or Roma Saga is not being updated anymore recently. So there's a new version of Saruin on JP and you cannot see it here. Let's see if they say something. Large effect. For 45%? Small is 5, medium is 10, and large is 45? Why? Yeah, it should be like 45 or something. Or 40 because of rank. Saruin's not a farmer anymore? Maybe not. 45? Is that right, man? Doesn't make much sense. It's hard to understand. Older resources on GP doesn't have the real values. So let's say that it's 45. I know the new Saruin JP does thunder damage. Yeah, slash and thunder. That's something I saw. If that's 45, it's nice because he already gives 50, and then for 2 turns he can stack as much as, I don't know, 140 to the party. Oh, he still needs to go first for that total, right? Slash and shadow damage increases by 30 each. When attacking, activate Sword of Saruin, that's that S power attack, and a 50% chance to activate S3. And S3 is a 4S power attack, slash and shadow, that is also fast. Before attacking, grants the enemy a shadow and out slash defense down. Ah, okay. So, large effect. Another thing that will increase his damage output. Because on JP is just shadow. And it reaches 35% slash shadow resistance. So it will be now 35 for each. So when you use a skill that has both elements, you actually take benefit of like 70% defense down. The damage will be very high, especially since it will help other damage dealers that attack right after him. And he's a fast attacker, so he helps anyway. And if he chases it again, that's like 140% both slash and shadow defense down. Well, how many other characters will have slash and shadow on the same time to take benefit of the max value? I don't know. But even Kihachi can get some benefit from 2 stacks of that slash defense down. But it's 35% on rank max and 30% on rank 1, so it's exactly 70 plus 60. Yeah, 70 plus 60. 130. On max. Or Illusions now the farmer. Damage reduction for Saruin is 25 on JP. And here in global should be 30 because it's very large. They are buffing these characters, but it's probably because they also buff the damage from bosses in global. So overall, you probably want to inherit his pass skill. That what's his name again? That one that gives him the attack boost for Shadow. It's permanent MVP recover. You probably still want to inherit this because it will increase his damage output by quite a lot. Inherit that and you get better BP generation because the skill number 3 is still extremely costly. If you think about every time that he does a shadow attack, he recovers 3 BP. So the main and the second attack will give him 6, and he already has 3 by the end of turn. He gets 9. But if he uses the other skill 3 times, he will eventually reach 12. Is that right? 12. But when he chases once more, he gets 15. Depending on the situations, he can use his skill 3 almost every turn if you have EP batteries and stuff. So he's a strong damage dealer. Not much competition for Shadow, I guess, but a lot of competition for Slash. And as a farmer, no one cares too much. It's all about doing this damage here. That would be high, but I just don't think that this will be so impactful moving forward. But the guy still has damage taken decreases for all allies. And he increases damage of everyone, but he does not give them extra BP when attacking. Is that right? Like his past version gives? I don't think he does. No, this is for everyone. It's the way that it's explained here. Turn begins. To all allies. Chain hatred. Yeah, shadow attack, BP, and shadow attack boost. Everyone gets it by themselves. That's okay. Yeah, he's gonna be a very good shadow party leader. Not really necessary, just like the first Saruin was just good for a while and we forgot that he existed. But this is a very big buff now. And you kind of need his passive style to reach full potential, because now you have like an extra 150% damage increase, better BP generation. It takes 3 turns to be ready. Michael Teron, welcome! Hey Shar, do you think the new banner is worth pulling for? I'm still discussing this right now, Michael Teron. I don't have an answer yet. Did you talk about Firebringer? I'm wondering which skill to inherit. Not yet. I'm just starting and I'm talking about Saruin. And for Saruin, you will want to inherit that skill. Let's go here on the rsrx.xyz website. Wave of Malice, right? The name, I remember it. Yeah, Wave of Malice. This will be the best one to inherit because he gets a 150% damage increase. He loses 3 turns, but then it actually pays off. Should pay off, unless it's a fight of 6 turns or something. But if it's a fight that lasts for 10 turns, you still want to inherit Wave of Malice. It's the best inheritance. Now anything else doesn't work with him. It doesn't care about any other inheritance. It's just Ultrasonic Wave for Wuhan, and if you didn't clear Wuhan yet, if you have that, you don't need to move forward. Now, Saruin is nice and all. This guy is a 4.5 out of 5 for sure. In the old grading system, he'll be OP, but have to hold a little. These units are always strong. Yes, the Shadow Party talk worked it out so well before. Yeah, Moo. Fire worked it much better than Shadow. I believe that the Shadow squads didn't have full support back then. Fire had when it got released. You could make a full Shadow squad easier. I remember that the only healer for Shadow would be a version of Noel that I never got, so I could never make a full squad. I was using Liz when I was using Shadow squads, but even then it was never that practical. But this guy is now giving 3 BP instead of just 1. He's trying to be your BP battery generator, and also give you 1 defense reduction while still being a strong damage dealer. Now there's more reasons to be like this. Keep in mind that Sparta 170 will be 2 waves with 3 and 4 enemies respectively who are weak to Slash and Dark especially. Saruin and Merluge will be amazing for that. Ah, okay. But you can always find ways to finish. Hello, Ken, welcome. How are you doing? It's been a while. When the banner release, do you think it like today's? Yes, after the maintenance, Michael Teron. Shadow Farmer Squad. Ha 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 ha. Mass do the same. I don't think elemental teams will ever be needed. Needed is something that will always have a big effect, man. Needed, I feel like you need Katarina to reduce 1 character from your party. Of recent times, you needed Joe for a while. You needed Alkaiser. Need is a heavy word in this game. It's more like you have fun with this elemental squad if you can make one. Make much of a significant difference. But there are not many characters that are really needed, like you say. If you follow just the needed ones, I will believe that Alkaiser was needed, Joe was needed, Liz was needed, and now Katarina. Am I missing someone? Metric? Close to. And now about Firebringer, they did buff the guy a lot. Remember that he has some problems debuffing, now it's over. 120% intelligence and 130% STR. Good enough volleys for endurance, dexterity, and agility too. The bosses that are hybrid, they always have good status, right? They sacrifice love and charisma to do so. They did some changes to this guy, but they are not as impactful as what they did to Saruin. Saruin damage is gonna improve a lot, guys. It doesn't look like, but it does. See, he got an extra 50% shadow damage. He got another defense down that's related to slash. So that it's just at least 80% for damage when you consider here. And if he chases it again, it's even more damage from the chase itself and from the defense down itself as well. So Firebringer has so much stuff, man. It's like Hans was saying, sorry for missing last week, I was busy with real life stuff. If only style descriptions were not essay these days. That's right, they are essays. They are just so long now that we lose a lot of time just discussing what each thing means. So battle begins, he gets a 50% damage to hit to all allies. Then he grants himself servant support. What is servant support, man? Turn begins, buffs all status by 15%. When attack lands, debuffs STR and intelligence by medium, just like he did in the past. Now, turn begins, he grants to... this effect is for all allies, right? When attacking with heat, buffs all status, recovers HP and BP. That is for all allies, indeed. Then he grants himself a chase attack. What? Flame Servant, 2 turns, very huge. That's strange. He didn't have this. Self follow-up. Just like Ellen. Flame Servant. 2 turns, very huge chance. He doesn't have a normal chasing GP. Thanks to you, Shirei, beat all the Sparkloider Floor. I'm thinking about pulling on Saruin banner. Okay. Welcome, Sammy. How are you doing? He didn't have a chasing GP. He didn't. He didn't have a chase. That's why people didn't like him as much, right? He didn't have a chasing JP that the first style has. Now the first is obsolete and this one is just better. Yeah, but you kind of need the inheritance of the third skill, I guess, to make him better. But there's a big problem here. His chase is a very huge chance for 2 turns, so it's like Alan. It's not reliable. That can be a problem. But he debuffs SDR and Intelligence now on any hit. Even on his normal. He only debuffed it with Flame Servant in the past. He has a 37% chance to enter that evasion stance again, always revives if dead. Gets 2 extra BP on turn begins, but gets BP as well when attacking. But he gives only 1 BP when Saruin gives 3, right? But he also gives healing. Who cares? Defensive boost and defensive up to all allies. Ah, that's a 15% damage reduction and 5 stacks of 5. While you know Saruin gives already 30 out of all time. It seems like he's a lesser character when compared to Saruin just looking at the passives. Attack damage increases 30, damage reduces by 30, resist damage taken decreases. Yeah, he's gonna take very low damage, even lower than Saruin though. He's a better tank, but a worse damage dealer. A fast skill with guard up small. Oh my god, guard up small. MVP 1 time a battle. Before attacking, grants servant support. 1 time in battle. Self-servant support. Servant support. That's the same thing. So... Ah, okay. He would then be buffing... Ah, that's why he doesn't need inheritance. You use this UniverSe and then you will be debuffing STR and Intelligence by 20% per hit. And you will be buffing 30% status. And now that he has a chance to follow up, and he can even have 2 follow-ups if you are lucky enough, it will be 20% debuff. Also, it says decreases target STR and Intelligence. It doesn't say that you have a chance to decrease. Like, it's guarantee. But is it really? Let me check here. Server and assist. Yes, it's guaranteed. In a perfect world, he will debuff 60% STR and Intelligence after you use its Q2 and after turn 2 and you have 2 stacks. That's a lot, right? That's how much Ellen can reach as well. But Ellen takes more time to reach that, and but at least she has a better average. He will have the average of 40% debuffs when he's ready. That's very good, guys. 40% debuff for STR and Intelligence. Average. Guarantee of 20. Then he has a 3rd skill that's fast, grants guard up large, that decreases damage taken by 35, and Phantom. Oh my god. Cat was on the table. And he moved my webcam. Damn. So that's it. I feel like this guy can help. People already have Alan, they already have Paulus, they are better debuffers. Alan, no, I think that he clashes a little with Alan. Paulus is still very unique. Not really necessary, I'm sure, but very nice to have. Especially if you have his fast style, because then, instead of having this fast guard up that is just for 1 turn, you have to keep casting this every turn and you will need a BP battery. You can then use his inheritance. His inheritance applies Moralidade medium, so that damage will decrease Firebringer. Now you have to really say Firebringer or else it doesn't appear. Scarlet Fire Dual Blade, you apply morale down for 3 turns. That's 25% decrease in damage. And if people are having difficulty with Remembrance, summoning for Saruin and Firebringer will really improve their squads. We don't have that many great sword users on the recent times, but Empress is also coming. We just got Katarina. We may not need that, but that's a very cool character. I may pull because I have Saruin, I have Firebringer. They become much better. I believe his debuff on passive only lasts the first turn, sadly, to give you time to cast a 2. Let's see here, Johan, what you're saying, that his debuff on passive only lasts the first turn. Debuff on passive. No, you're getting it wrong. The servant support only, it's because it's a passive that triggers when you are on the fight. Remember when you are on the start of a turn and you see a lot of effects triggering? That will trigger every turn. And he will trigger servant support 2 times every turn when you see, when you use skill number 2. So after you see that triggering on the start of a turn and you attack, each attack will debuff STR and intelligence by 20%. I can see if they made an article in JP. No, they didn't. No, they did. They did. They have an article here. Maybe they were explaining here to you, but I'm almost sure that it works like I'm saying. Before attacking yourself, serve an assistant. You can attack. But is this permanent or not? Let me read again. It should be permanent. It's a one-time only skill. Or maybe not, right? Oh, then he's on premium debuff for things for us. Maybe not, because it doesn't say that it will give him for the whole fight, right? It doesn't really say it here. I have to check the article. Sometimes these things are complicated. Because you get your servant assistant every turn. Servant emergent. Before attacking yourself, servant assistance. Effect permanent during battle. Yes, it's permanent. Because it's saying here, it should be permanent. That's how he debuffs 20. But let's check here the article. It should be permanent, right? Michael Turn says, oh my gosh, man, but I want to summon on Leon banner as well. I'm hard to make a choice in which banner to summon on. Let's discuss the Leon banner because it's even more broken. Oh, man. People that like to play with different units will start having problems. Either they invest in the game or they will have to make big choices. Back on this moment, they were not making real articles. They were just kinda, just copy-pasting stuff. Yeah, it's not a real article. It's because now SaGa got a burnout. Got tired of writing articles, so many articles and stuff. I know that's hard. Sometimes it's just too much of the same. And I believe now needed to do too fast. That was what led to burnout. The defense boost to everyone is 20%. It's 15. You know their passives. It's strange that it says 20. I remember that Shirei, for example, it's 15%. That's what I see on his article as well. Just check Shirei that you see. When it's AoE, it's lower volley. You're right. Oops, Shirei. Defense boost. Medium when it's AoE. Medium is 15%. I don't know. Maybe just wrong information here. That happens, man. That happens. This game is complicated when describing stuff because they don't actually say. So I think that Phantom is nice, guys. 25% chance to evade is what you get with Oculus as well. It has Phantom. But I would prefer to have the Morale down, because Morale down will always work, and Phantom is just a chance to evade. Guard up large is 35% damage reduction, but then you really need to keep up this every turn, while the Morale down effect can stay. What you can do if you have a good BP battery is to start the fight, use skill 2, then use skill Inherited, and then try to use skill 3. You can cycle this later. Keep up with the Morale down, and then 2 turns off the skill tree. I like the music in the background in the live stream. Ah, it's SaGa Jazz. It would be weird for it not being permanent. Yes, I mean, I also believe it would be weird. So, this guy here is better if you have the inheritance, you have the Morale down. It's not that you need, but if you don't have, then you really have to have a full cycle of using skill tree all the time. Because without it, you lose a lot. But this guy became much better now that he has a chance to follow up. It would be better to just get a guarantee. They don't want to give a damage dealer a 40% intelligence and STR debuff. Because if he had a guaranteed chase, that would be the case. He would be debuffing 40%. Who debuffs 40% in the game? Not many. Imagine a character that is support debuffs 40%. It's nice. And our Reluge, what they did to Reluge was buff his intelligence further, gave him more endurance, he already has goodwill, agility is good enough as well. Starts with 14, grants follow-up. Now about Firebringer, let me just discuss something here before we move. I believe that with the inheritance, this guy is also 4.5 out of 5. Really good. Some people like it to use Firebringer skill 2 on his passive style. It was because of the lack of chase. Copy. But now that we have a chase here, you really don't need to use the first one. I know what you're meaning, because let's go back to Firebringer. Where is that Firebringer? Here. So you get that 10% intelligence in STR debuff, right? 10%. So what becomes of the past Firebringer? His attacks will now have 10%. He has a guaranteed chains that already debuffs 10%, so that's at least 30% debuff. And with good luck, you reach 50% debuff. 30 or 50 with that inheritance, right? Copy. The max potential of the new Firebringer can be 60%. It's even higher than doing what you're saying. And this Firebringer doesn't have damage reduction to the party and all, so I don't think there will be any reason to use this guy anymore if you have both. But I see what you mean. Without the chase, I will be using the same idea. Per Joe from JP's side is 5 tires share. The new Joe, of course. New Joe is amazing. So battle begins with 14 BP, and now there's this one thing that changed in here. Why did he only have 2 follow-ups of Dark Flare? Because he was what? A farmer? People were saying that he was a farmer. He's dead, right? I don't think he was a farmer. He has damage. So starts with 14, has Dark Flare with follow-up as always. So it's a 3-OS power attack with Shadow and Heat. Turn begins self-attack boost with a chance only. 50% chance. Why do they do this when Shaw was giving 50% every turn in for 5 turns straight? What is this follow-up Dark Flare 3 turns very high chance? He has now 2 stacks of this. I don't get it. Reluge is a farmer and damage dealer. Reluge is a mixture of damage dealer and farm. Ah, okay. I don't get this. Do you know what is this about? Let's look, because it says follow up Dark Flare. Maybe it's a passive that he triggers where he will have Dark Flare for 3 turns as a chase, because it says very huge chance. 37% chance to enter evasion. Recovers 3rd ends. Recovers 2, and then 9 one time in that. Now that's how he becomes a farmer, right? Self-weak heat, that gives 200%. Staff Finese, it's 30-30. He can get multiple chases. That's what I believe, JPrek. So he has a guaranteed Dark Flare, and now he has a chance to get a Dark Flare for 50%. So if you are super lucky, like the best of all lucks, you could theoretically follow up 4 times with Dark Flare. Theoretically. If you trigger that 3 times in a row, right? But his skills are pretty costly. 12 VP with Shadow and Heat. 3 times. This is gonna clear waves. But can you use it 2 times in a row? You probably can, right? Sides with 14. And then you get 3. 17. Another 2. 21. With another 9. 30. Yeah. You can actually use this 3 times in a row if you ever need it. You can also use 2 times the 3rd skill in a row. Attacks randomly 6 times. Yeah, the guy can farm. Multi-targets damage dealer. Because of skill 2, right? 3 hits. I know, man. Cher mentioned that Lian Banner is OP as well. Lian just waiting to see if he's really worth summon for. Yeah, let's go there. This banner is nice because people like these units. Orluge will work super well with Saruin squad as well. He will need extra BP after the start because this 9 BP is just on start, and after that he only recovers BP by end of turn. So if you want to use Saruin and Orluge together, they will work well. But after the start, Orluge may have problems with BP generation, but you still have Hardy, you still have Candy, you still have Thomas, and all of those interesting characters will keep you afloat, I guess. But it's a lot. Remember that he gets 5 normally, and using 12 VP skills may need a lot of support. So he was made to be played together with Saruin, right? That's what I can read here. That's what I can read. I see that he will probably be overshadowed first. Even though you can say that he's strong and all, he's the only one that doesn't have party support. You have part support with Firebringer. He gets, well, a lot of extra effects for everyone. And he also has defense boost and defense up. And Saruin has 30% damage reduction to everyone, and he can generate more BP and damage. If I was pulling here and I got Saruin Saruin and Firebringer fast, I would drop Orluge. Inclusion and Orluge will be a good combo. It will. Can inherit Rose Petal to gain shield blocks? You can. But it's just that overall, in some time, damage dealers are easily outclassed, and you know what? I can skip that. But party support with damage, it's still better. Will live longer. Okay, so Orluge. This banner is totally what Capivara always says, Silver Plus. I don't know. All of them are very good. This will mean that I just think that Orluge will be a 4 out of 5, with the other 2 being a 4.5. We don't have many banners where we grade 3 characters of such high numbers recently. I don't know. I have been a little more lenient. It's just 3 styles, right? I believe Silver Plus is okay. But Shirei banner is a gold award, and I will explain why, but this banner here is more worth for people that don't have many gems. Because of, again, the support surviving more than the damage. So, what I did here to Shirei was fixing his very low endurance. Now he has 101% and 110% will. And dexterity 130. Yeah, very tempting. I really like these units, and I wanted to play with them. Make squads with all of them, but I don't think that they are needed. Like Mumu was saying as well. Also, guys, we have 45 people watching. If you can help by clicking the like button, it certainly helps. Or if you can also help us with support via donations, we are trying to reach a midterm goal of 600 USD to pay some bills on the start of Monday. As always, the channel only survives via the support of the community, since we don't have any, you know, company helping us behind the scenes. It's always about us. So it would be greatly appreciated, but if you can, just click the like button, as always, certainly helps. Back to it, Shirei starts the fight with 14 because he can't use the inheritance, and Shirei will be actually much better if you have the inheritance, but he's not just about that BP generation anymore. Shirei can inherit, but does not need to. The inheritance will be flowering strings, 14 BP, that you already know. Get max BP increase, 10 BP. But right now we have alternatives for BP generation. So, turn begins if all allies are alive. That's the type of Scrum Guard. He will give that attack boost and defense boost. If one, that's the strange part, or more are unconscious, gives damage block for 1 turn to all allies. Wait, what? I thought it was different when I was reading JP. If one or more allies unconscious gets a damage block for 1 turn. 1 turn means that it's for the whole turn? It usually means it's for the whole turn. I thought it was just 1 hit. If one or more allies unconscious grants 3 times in battle. Full damage block? That's actually very amazing, guys. 3 times per battle? Maybe this is how you can actually protect people from death. He also has that skill. The first real good skill for reviving, remember Princess White Rose? They are getting now Amplify. Princess White Rose from her Valentine style. Ray of Hope. Ray of Hope's now amped, and it became just 3 BP. And it will grant a damage block for 1 whole turn to the target. So even after this is over and you can revive someone, you can apply damage block for 1 turn. These days that we need lots of defense boosts, every time someone dies and we need to revive, they just die again. Unless you have, you know, many fasts so that you can use a fast to revive and then have many other skills to apply right after, and then it still has a 90% chance of dying again. This is a way to countermeasure this, because the game became harder and harder and harder, that we need like 10 layers of defense, and when someone dies, they lose 10 layers of defense, and you cannot reapply that in the same turn usually. So that's a very good thing. Yeah, that's nice, JPrag. I didn't know that it was that. When I read a JP, I thought it was something else. The translation is always off. So, yeah, damage block to everyone for 3 times in battle. Also buffs will by Extreme, because Extreme will be 30%, right? If I'm not mistaken. I need to see if it's added here. $35. 35%. This is also only if someone dies. The game kind of knows that something's going wrong, so let me give you some real buffs so that you don't get any ailments. A good heal finally, yeah? Heal that will protect you. So, that's what we were discussing. It will recover a lot of HP. Remember that it's A power. Look at Ray of Hope. A power. You usually recover like 3000 back when we had 2000 HP, so it will recover from 0 to max, always. And it also cleanses, if you need it to cleanse. Okay, turn begins, recovers 2 BP. So 5 BP per turn. Buffs all status by 20% for all allies. Means Shirei was buffing 35, right? 35. I guess it's 35. I thought it was 30, but it's 35. But he will also remove. But Shirei doesn't. He gives you 20%. I believe it's 20. And it doesn't go away. For free. When activating SQ3, that's what is new. He grants a max of plus 3 BP for 5 turns to all allies. It also recovers 3 BP to all allies, but they remove the other than self part. Yeah, this is very nice because now it's not just about giving BP to you. He will give a lot of other effects as well. That's pretty nice. Man, I can only pull for Shirei banner. Too many nice banners. But you were playing back, Ken. I didn't know you were full-time back. Michael Tron says, sweet man, looks like he's going to be good. Yeah, he will be one of the first cards you think about now when playing. Because look, skill tree, it's 14 BP, it's fast, it will grant his attack boost. I think extreme is 30%. Attack boost has low values. No, it reaches 50%. Okay, so 50% damage increase. And then 50% damage reduction as well, right? 50% damage reduction. It's the same as Liz Karatsu Water Wall. Remember Liz? Liz? Oh, that's not the Liz I'm talking about. This Liz. Karatsu Water Wall. Yeah, defense boost. 50% damage reduction. But the thing here is that, look, the effects last for 2 turns. You have a 50% damage increase, a 50% damage reduction for 2 turns. And if you can use this one after another, you can stack. So 2 times. Then he will apply this HP recover by the end of turn. Very small. For 2 turns. Can also stack. He's already trying to replace Darius in your party. Because of what they gave him here as well. Overdrive Gauge Fuel at the end of the turn by 15 points. This is new. So you can stack this as well. If you use this skill every turn, you're going to give 30 points of OG Gauge to everyone. He will reach 100% attack boost to everyone. 2 stacks of minus 50% damage. 2 stacks of minus 50% damage, guys, it's already Liz levels. He just also gives the HP recover. He will probably be healing twice. He competes with Darius because he gives the HP healing by the end of turn. It's like the evolution of... We started with Liz, then Liz got replaced by Darius mostly. And now we will replace what we were doing with Darius for 1 month because he's just 1 month old. And now we'll be using Shirei because, look, Shirei uses 14 BP, right? Okay, I know, it's 14. Then he's going to get just 5 per turn. But he then gets 3 back, so that's 8. You're going to need a BP battery besides him, but he's not a BP battery. You have to see that he is actually a defense booster at first. And something else. Because he's giving 3 BP to all allies, including your BP battery, he fixes Monica forever. Monica is totally fixed now. She can use the Godspeed stance formation if you want, and then she will give 8 stacks of attack and defense boost to everyone, including Shirei. Shirei will then have just 14 minus 8, 6 BP cost. And then, you know, 8 stacks of defense boost plus 2 stacks of 50%. She gives 80% damage increase. He can give 100% damage increase. 2 very small healing, 30 points of OG Gauge with just 2 characters. Yeah. Mario Hardy is here, my friend. Welcome back. I'm doing okay. You have arrived? No, man. You are in a car accident on Friday. So I'm hurting, but I'm well besides that. Man, I'm sorry to hear that. You got hurt somehow. Were you on the driving seat? Tell me more. Michael Teron said, sweet man, looks like he's going to be good. I just hope that you are doing fine, man, or eventually will be. Also, tell me about your family. Ken says, yeah, I didn't realize 260 fluor happened lately, right after previous video I attended here. I see. Yeah, we got 2 spiral stages in 1 week span. Hello, share Kihachi baby, timeshare. No, I want her bad. Everyone will want to get her now. Hey Ken, yeah, but it's 2 turns. I'm doing okay, was in a car accident, you said. Hope you get better, rest up. Yeah, staying. How do you say thank you? I'm so sorry to hear that. Yes, so am I, my friend. Guess I need to pull on this better. You have Monica as well, right, Mumu? You were one of the defenders of Monica. You don't really need to use that formation. You can also use some other characters instead of Monica, like Darius, Candy. Candy will totally work well with this guy as well. Thomas, but a little more restrict. You want Kihachi as well. I'm gonna pull on this banner first, and if I get lucky, I'll see. Look. Turn begins, he also grants defense up self. Attack damage increases. But he's full support time. He's not doing damage. He's like Darius. Like I said, he was replacing Darius, and Darius barely got in the game. You can still use them together, though. I don't know if you will try to use them together from now on. Maybe in some specific situations, though, that you still need more defense boosts. But I feel like he combos better with Monica. Are you going to test out the units when you're going to pull? Yes, I will be testing them and pulling them as soon as we get them. KFC. KFC may work well. Families is doing good. We're then not involved, man. I was driving and got hit on the drive side of the rear door. I was leaving the grocery store. I'm doing okay. Just skirting, probably got whiplash. Oh man, sorry to hear that again. It was nothing serious then. I'm happy that it was nothing serious. Even more tempting banner says, look. Get well soon. Darius will be good with Shirei. Will still be good. Yeah, he will still be good, but then it's something like this guy will need a BP battery, and Darius does not give BP. He gives a random character 5. I feel like Hardy will be better. You will not need Darius anymore. You need to use the skill tree every turn. You need to. He actually was designed on JP so that you cycle skill 3 and skill 1, but here on global the placing means that we can actually do better. We can't keep using skill 3. Wish you a maximum luck. Thank you. I don't have the version 1 of Kihachi. I still want this one though. I don't know if I should PT. We'll get there in a few. We'll be discussing the character. But Shirei will be one of those characters that people will want to use. He's not as easy to use. I believe I'll give him a 4.5 as well. Not a 5 because it's not perfect. His cycle to work needs help. Needs help. But man, he buffs all status already every turn. He already makes Minstrel look a little worse. But you know what? You will not be using Minstrel with him because Minstrel will remove his buffs. Oh my god. They will release people that are better than Minstrel anyway. Leon already competes with Minstrel. Minstrel benched for one. I used him for 2 weeks. You need Darius for hard challenges in rand battles. Oh, rand battles? Yeah, of course. Darius is amazing there. But I'm saying on normal challenges, we get a replacement. But I believe that Darius will clash a little with Shirei unless you have extra BP besides Darius. But Darius and Shirei will heal enough that you would never need another healer. Minstrel? Worse. I don't know why they kept that thing that removes your buffs, man. Makes 0 sense. Okay, moving on. Kihachi. They buffed her SCR to reach 140, man. That's extremely high. Do they have higher than this on JP? It's nice that when you click on a character on JP, you will see, well, JP is not being so updated on now anymore, but it shows the highest place. It says that she still has the highest STR in the game? Is that right? First place, first place, first place. And they buffed it for global, so it would be the highest one for quite a while. What's the STR of the past one? Use Shirei 1 and Shirei 2 together. That's not Brave Axis or other games where you can use dupes. She had 128. She has low endurance, makes sense. She has to be glass cannon, right? 90% wheel is okay. 105. Percentage agility. She's a damage dealer that needs to go first on overdrive because she applies laceration, right? But she is pretty strange. Hard to use even. A lot of people want to use her, but you have to understand. Damage taken reduces, blah blah blah. Overdrive. Her overdrive mechanic. You activate S3 on overdrive, but only after she dies once. Imagine. How do you do that? How do you allow her to die? There's nothing here that says that she needs to die. I mean, you could have a passive where it says minus defense on turn 1 so that she dies and revives. Could be... oh, wait. Turn begins, enter towns. Ah! Yeah, I just said that she has. Okay, battle begins, she grants herself Fearless. Turn begins, enter towns. Okay, she entered towns with very large, that's the biggest town. Then self-defense down very... That's exactly what she does. You knew that already, Adrian. Oh, I never used the character, don't play GP, so I only remember the part where she needs to die. I forgot about this. Okay, defense down 50%. And then she has to die to get the second chase. When OD or weak attack lands, she activates Dual Lightning Blade. Only activates before dying, but then if she dies, she will be chasing with a stronger attack. Her S3, right? Oh my gosh, how do we die in the boss battle now? How? But it's still hard, man. You are going to cast your defense boost so that the other ones don't die. Will she die on turn 1? I don't know. I die and start Spiral Corridor, Rhymes, and repeat. Yeah, till she works, right? So, OD and weak activates Dual Lightning Blade. Dual Lightning Blade is that skill 1 from her current style, right? Yes, just E power to hits. That equals like A or S power. Lightning Blade and Lightning Blade. Wait, what? Only activates before dying. That's strange. And Lightning Blade means attack damage increases. Why is Lightning Blade this? Can you explain to me, guys? I don't understand what this means. This part here. He doesn't get a damage reduction until after she dies. He doesn't, right? But if you cast defense boost, she gets it. WPCs, I don't get it either. I don't as well. Welcome, Rainstorm. She gets Lightning Blade part after she dies. Ah! Okay, it's just that the way it's worded here, it's confusing because and says and. Ah, okay. Activates while Lightning Blade. Ah, it starts here. Only activates before dying. Everything here will only activates before dying. Ah, no. I see it. No, it's just that you should have just pressed an enter button here to separate. This Dual Lightning Blade only works before dying. Now, this all works after you died. Instead of chasing with Dual Lightning Blade, she will start to chase with Skill 3 on Overdrive or Weak Attack. Skill 3 is that 8-hit attack. So, she also gets that 50% damage increase and gets damage reduction It's 40% at all times. Extreme is 40%. Being attacked and on full HP. Ah, dying means that you died. Being attacked and HP became 0. Okay, now I get it. She stacks lacerations. Yes, she does. Welcome, Doug! I would like to point out that I would be Jackfruit Doug unless this is an 000 reference. I didn't get the reference. I regret not pulling Monica and Ellen. Are the banners still up? I think they are still up, no? Yakuchu. She stacks lacerations. Shirei makes Monica better. They make both better. So Kihachi dies, gets this passive, and then become one of the hardest nukers in the game. Yeah, that's right. But she only changes once when it says here, right? Let's just focus on this. This is what you get when you die. You get a 50% damage increase. I believe it's 50, but it's super extreme, right? I don't remember if it's super extreme is 50 or not. It doesn't say that here. The 50% damage increase is not here. Or is it inside something? There's no article for her. Was that buffed on global or not? Ah, yeah, buffed for global. Super extreme is 50%, right? I know what got you confused, but remember, whenever you see a quotation mark before a named passive, throw the phase until you see the ending quotation mark. Yeah, Lushifa. Thanks, that's my bad. It's just the way that I read. I have fast reading, so sometimes I actually get confused by my own mistake. I have to read like that. But are you Hans? I got Cat after 3 Moochies, wanted Monica, but not enough for PD. Nah, WP, you should try other characters. Cat in 3 Moochies is amazing luck. The super extreme damage up is a global X buff. That's right, Chaos Piper, you are right. Pull the banner, but stop her after Julian and Katarina. There are way too many good banners recently, you cannot pull for all. Also, we have a limited time platinum tickets that expire over the next couple of days, just in case folks have forgotten that those existed. You're right, I use it all of mine. Early morning, Domingão is like that. Ah, Lushif, Domingão. So, you are a Brazilian one, and this banner comes out in EU or global. Ah, on maintenance, after maintenance. But super extreme damage up, I'm not so sure what super extreme means. I believe it's 50%. Do we have any other character that has a super extreme buff? Increasing damage. Super extreme, it's what Saruin does, no? Even the past one is super extreme, no? Super maximum, super extreme is 50%. Yes, it's 50%. Yes, I mean, I believe the same. I said earlier thinking it's still 6, like when I woke up, but it's now 11. Yes, 11. So I know you are a Brazilian. And these songs are catching, sure. Yeah, jazz. Jazz is nice to discuss this stuff. Oh, we have 74 people watching, that's hype. We have much more people watching this stream than people watching me play Emerald Beyond. You are more hyped by new characters. Okay, now that we know this part, battle begins, starts with 15. Weak attack lands, recovers 2 BP. And it's important because when she chases, she will get more BP as well. When OD attack lands, she grants laceration 2 turns to the target. After an OD attack, she activates S3. And then turn ends, increases OD gauge by 25 points. So, she already has 1 S3 chase. That's permanent, without having to die. That is just OD. Now, the other one says OD weak attack lands. So this is when both land or just when any land. I believe it's when both. Just like she did in the past, right? That was when landing OD weak, right? She still has her damage boost in her JP passive, just a little bit weaker. People avoiding having the triangle world spoiled for them. The triangle world, man, it's the most boring one. Did you saw that one? Now people was trying to say that it was a fun world after we discovered what to do, but man, it was too long. Banner hype is always popular, yes, Moo, especially with protagonists, bosses. Gives her OG laceration, makes this style way more powerful than the original. Yeah, because of the number of hits. I don't know why they're buffing this character that they want to counter later, right? And also, she can't start by attacking with her skill tree. Something that she can't on JP. She couldn't, even with her first style, but Global fixed it on the first time, fix it again. I avoided the Emerald Beyond gameplay to avoid spoilers. Thanks for doing it, though. Okay, I will be making guides that are spoilerless later. If she gets a weak attack or an OD attack, she follows up with 2-hit attack before dying. Then after 3, she dies. But it's or both on the same time. Good thing I skipped the last 3 banners, I can almost pity both. Nice, Emmy. Shirei plus Kihachi already a more than enough reason to a better banner than Saruin's one. This is a gold banner, maybe even a gold plus banner. It's hard to discuss, man. It's way too much. Remember when we pulled it for Kihachi? I think it was a gold banner with just that character being there and trash. Now it's way too much value on this banner. Saruin banner is worth to gacha, sure. It is, but then this other banner is even better. Need to save for Leon though. Yeah. She got another follow-up on OD with passive too. Before dying, she gets 2 hit plus S3 on OD. Yeah, that I know. But after dying, the after dying part I want to know is... This part here means OD and weak or OD or weak. Can anyone confirm for me? Can I see her description here? Kihachi is not appearing here? Maybe I have to scroll. Ah, it's because her name is not... it's here. Why doesn't that lead to anything? Kihachi. Let's move a little more. Here. Landing an overdrive or a weak attack. Okay, that's my confirmation. Or weak attack. Chains with skill tree. That's crazy. I'm pretty sure it can be either OD or weak for her first passive chases. Thanks. It's because her first passive needed both. Remember? OD weak. But now the new one doesn't need that. It's one or the other. But what happens if it's both OD and weak? It's still one trigger, right? That's your girl, Nameless. Yes. Man, I'm loving Final Fantasy VII Rebirth share. It's awesome. I won't be playing for a long while. Probably only when we get to third part. What happens if OD and weak at the same time? Yeah, that's what I wanted to know, but I don't think there's any difference. And they were saying, oh, another ceiling breaking nuker snaps certain fights in half if the stars align. And now she needs less of that, how? Majority side, she has to trigger her nullify KO passive on turn 1. This means that her spots in certain formations, including weak damage. You can use her on the Here Guard Focus formation, you probably want to, because that will decrease her defense. And try to get her kill it on one turn. It's kind of hard to, though. You use her laceration? She starts with overdrive or not? She doesn't, right? This one doesn't. So you're gonna totally lose the first turn. Not really, because she revives on the same time and you can still use the skill that you issued or not. Bolt is still one trigger, right? Her S2 is there for it. Okay, let's go back and discuss her a little further. Turn begins 2BP. Attack boost. Heat up. Heat up medium only. To all allies. Kihachi to all allies, that's okay. Skill 1 is free, but buffs STR by 30 on max. Skill 2, one time in battle. Grants her a heat up by 20% for the whole fight. Defense up. And you don't want to use this skill, right? On turn 1. Or do you? Only if you still die, right? One time in battle, grant self heat up. Defense up. Battle hard. If you are on the rear guard focus formation, okay, because she will have delay. If she dies, revives, and then uses this, okay. She get overdrive guard for 4 turns, recovering BP. You want to use the skill on turn 1 and pray to die. Yeah, that's what I was saying. This pulling Forest Word Girl and Shirei. Not sure about Saruin, units close. Welcome, Jason. Yeah, man. I wanted to pull for the bosses as well, but they are not releasing the banners I would skip. They are just releasing the banners I wanted to pull. Gosh, we are still on Kihachi. Yes, we are. Man. You still get to the gauge even though she can fully charge for 4 turns. And recover 5 BP. Then she attacks 8 times with 15 BP cost. She will not always have that much though. If you inherit her skill 2, that Lightning Dual Slash, you have the Laceration applied for the whole fight. And now the new one will also apply Laceration. What does it say is Laceration here? Laceration. Okay, battle begin, blah blah blah. OD attack lands, grants Laceration for 2 turns. The same thing she had. Yeah. So she still has the same type of setup that her past version with much more damage. Much more damage. That was already big enough, and now we have even better. But she's now a slash and lightning damage dealer and not a slash and cold. If you want to do cold damage, you still use the first Kihachi, right? And you can inherit just that second skill into the first Kihachi and you'll still be great. That's what you're gonna do. Inherit this. Use skill 2. Well, use skill 2 first and inherit this. I don't know, probably. Because you already start with overdrive, why would you use this? Right? Sun is way too strong. Not only he's really good, he's also enables any shadow DPS. Yes, you're right, but then how many gens do we have now? I predict a long duration preview video on YouTube. Yeah, we are getting to Lian. Hi Alves, welcome. Yeah man, why they keep doing this? I wasted all my gens on Katarina. And now you don't have gens for any new ones. They want you to purchase gens, of course. Michael Teron says, do you think she takes steroids to make her OP sure? No, it's just the dev's plans. Banner talk, how's your gen? Stash share? 32,000 gens. I'm not that poor. You are late, what did you miss? We were discussing the new units. We just finished discussing Kihachi, so Kihachi is yet another level of damage. What I have to say is that even if you don't trigger her revival, she already has at least a guarantee OD. Chase, and she can enter OG without help, and she will still attack with that dual lightning blade. That means that she will do similar damage to the first version of Kihachi, but if you can have her dying, she will do much more damage, much more. That's what I have to say. Similar damage even without the dying mechanic. If you use the dying mechanic, you're going to do much more damage. You have 32,000 more than Chamber. I'm not scared because of this banner. I'm scared of what banners are coming next because you love RS2 units. I don't care much about RS2 units, so we'll see. So look, says for Saruin, if all allies in the team use the shadow attack, are they entering next turn with a total of 225% shadow attack boost? Why do you think it's that much? Look. Try to explain to me why you think it's that much. It says it's 45% here. And when they are attacking, 45%. Ah, because you think that each one will buff each another? That I don't know. Let me read JP. Yeah, it's for everyone. Yes. When I read it, I didn't actually thought it was like that. Chain hatred grants it out to all allies. Yeah, everyone gets that. It's because it says to all allies, but I thought the effect was sent to all allies, but no. To all allies, it's double times. Makes sense. I think like Hans is a programmer or a coder because he types exactly how a coder would do. I tried to study coding and I did work with that a little. I was never that good on it. I at least understand basic stuff. To all allies, yeah. But that's exactly how someone that works with coding, programming will do. And it makes total sense. It's just because I am not that great on it. I am better on planning software than on actually coding. No music. Let's play again. So that makes him even better. Maybe he deserves a 5 then. Maybe he deserves a 5. He doesn't need inheritance. He's already great. So Saruin is a 5. Firebringer 4.5. And Orluja 4. I guess. 5 for what? A shadow team? You don't even need a shadow team, I guess. Do you? Or... I don't know. You still think he is not a 4? A 5? A 4.5 then. Just because he's a niche character. Just like I stomp on Thomas. So it's not a silver plus anymore. Is my calculation on second turn okay? I don't know because it says 45, right? $45 multiplied by 5. It will be that. Exactly. Thomas is goat, why do you... I hate my habit of shift plus enter to write on the next line and that doesn't work on YouTube comments. Yeah, I also like to use shift enter to separate stuff. Because it can get confusing. Shadow for what? A shadow team? What do you think, Jason? You don't think that's that good? The second turn after the last character attacks is enjoying 405% shadow attack boost. Yeah, the second turn it's a little different because depends on the order. Some characters will get higher buffs, others will get lower buffs. 225. It's 225 just because of that, because he already gives another 50 at all times for then. No? Here. To all allies, he already gives 50. That really helps. Yeah, and 405 it will become 455 for the last character. Now let's discuss Lian, guys, because Kihachi is a 5. It's totally a 5. Shirei may be a 5, that's the problem here, because he may be the next thing. Shirei may be the next thing. It's just like after Katarina, he's the next best thing. I don't know, he has a problem. He still needs help. Maybe not. Without that perfect cycle, he has to rely on using skill 1. Shirei will use it for cheesy strategies. If you want to cheese every time. Lots of 5 getting thrown around. It's the new layer, man. It's because the problem here, Mumu, is this thing here. Actually, we can check on that SaGa Wiki document. I think I have to be a little more restrict to giving grades again. It's because right now, if we were just discussing the current characters, that would be a 5. But These characters are 5-year anniversary. They are the start of new power creep. It's always like that in this game. They bring it even higher buffs, even higher utility for everyone. That's why they were so good. Every time they start a new anniversary, they bring up the power creep. Hopefully you don't invent a new tier grade system after that. Oh my god, it's hard. You need a new grade system again. No! Shirei feels like he wants us to stop eating KFC and start eating healthy stuff like the CRAs. Photosynthesis? 5 turns without taking damage is way too much. 5 turns? Is it 5 turns, Lucifa? Please continue. Sorry for disturbing you with the mathematics. No worry. Oh man, oh man, oh man. Go back to Liam. Damage dealers. Deus fools just subscribe it, thanks. Damage dealers come more often. A good support usually lasts longer, like Leon on GP. The only type of damage dealer that stays forever is Kihachi, and she's here on the scanner. Khalid and her will make a good team, Share. You think? Yes, it will. I have Khalid. A mal copy. I suggest to add a 6th grade. No! Oop. Welcome, Permanent Bandit. Beat a Diva. Final boss was not fun. Oh my. I want to beat it maybe today, maybe tomorrow. So Share, you're saying I should stop pulling now? What are you pulling for? Why not a new tier list is Power creep is crazy this time. You know it's bad if I stop pulling Mara. You stop at pulling, Jeep. You wanna use your chance here? Unless Shirei doesn't have 6 LP, he can use it as 2 5 times. It costs 1 LP. Shirei, where is Shirei back? What you're talking about? Ah, but that's just 1 turn of damage block to 1 target. Lushifa. And you're not using anything else. It's single target. Make it grade 10. No. Bayout Iscabel says, man, being honest, what we need is not much of a system based on grading, but on what tier of power creep characters belong to and how decent they are in the current meta. The thing is, every new character will break the current meta. Every good one. We will be having many banners with mid grades, but they skip at the mid grades banners. They are just giving us the ones that people wanted to pull for. I don't get it. J-Prac constantly stops pulling when we that's out of chance already gets crazy on all other banners. Not pulling for Saruin and Louis. Not sure why people say Leon is good. Leon is good, but this time I don't know if he will be the same impact. Thing is, if one doesn't have any gens, one should know what to pull for this era of the game. Yeah, you should skip Saruin if you don't have any gens, because you have to go after the characters that are more generalists. I think I mentioned this in my last reviews. So when you don't have many gens, stop going after niche units or leaders or specialists. Go after the general usage characters. Like Kihachi is not really a general usage character, but she's a one-and-done character that finishes fights by herself. But Shirei will be using in many fights. Leon will probably be using in many fights. Katarina will be using in many fights. Hardy was useful in many fights. You should go after characters that will be used and they have longevity. I know that, of course, Saruin is strong and all, but you may not have enough gens, man. And it's better to get 2 very strong units like, actually 3. Leon, Shirei, and Kihachi than just going for Saruin. Firebringer is so cool though. He is, man. I need to pull. Right, so don't go after Saruin. 5 turns on your hero guard DPS killing boss seems a little too much. You can just allow Shirei to trigger his PP, his damage block via someone dying. Shirei will also trigger his block if someone dies and revives or not. Because remember that Kihachi needs to die, right? What Shirei description says. If an ally is unconscious, maybe you don't really get to unconscious state because you just revive it, right? You go for Shirei, and if you get Kihachi along the way, good for you. I got Firebringer and hardly used it in a serious fight. Yeah, I mean, especially if you have Paulus, that is another debuffer generalist that works almost everywhere. You didn't need to go for Alan. You don't need to go for Firebringer. Why not focus your tier list on hard challenges with very low numbers of characters? If you have time in secondary list for rent. I don't have a tier list anymore. I made a video saying that I would not keep that one running anymore. Because it's too hard to keep up, and right now every new week has someone taking the crown again. It just doesn't have an everlasting value. It's just about the present. We barely discussed the past now. We discussed the past when comparing to the present. After that monologue about conserving gens, he says, "Life Firebringer is cool, I need to poo." It's cool though. When is next anniversary again? Right now, because his banners are from 5-year anniversary. I remember when we saw that on JP, everyone was pinging me on Discord saying, share JP 5-year anniversary. Look on the characters. And I was like, whoa, these characters are nice. And now we are getting those ahead of time, along with offensive support. Firebringer is extremely mid in most cases. Cher said PP, I know you said BP, but it sounded like, no, I didn't say that. I believe Shirei banner is the best decisions for those with low gens. It is. It is. Characters that will be used more. Okay, so you have slash and lightning damage, and then with Leon, you're gonna have blunt and slash, is that right? Wind Chaser. Wind Chaser is slash and blunt, right? Let me go back to Leon. Leon will become the best blunt damage dealer again. Still competes with Tatiana. I don't know who will do more damage, but depends on the fight as well. Storm Chaser. It's, yes, blunt and slash. He'll be back to the top, but I think Tatiana still does a little more. You can use both on a rear guard focus. Explode enemies. Okay, let's go discuss Leon, please. Overall, Kihachi is very strong again. She does not need to trigger the effect that she dies to get. She's still strong even without. If you miss it on the first Kihachi, getting this one will still allow you to break a lot of content. You just miss on the cold damage. Now you are slash in lightning. So this is a type of damage dealer that kind of makes sense pulling, because you don't need to pull for any more slash damage dealers or lightning damage dealers for a while. It's blunt and slash. Thanks, Skills Piper. We are on half anniversary. Yes. All characters were buffed for global seasons luck. They were. Shirei banner is a must-have. Page ends on Saruin. You can use page ends on Saruin because there are just 3 styles there. And on Leon banner, we have 4 characters, so using free gens there is better. I think that one strategy with Shirei is put a DPS in someone with a skill that gives passives, like Joe. On the back slots of here, guard, you let the Joe die. That's with Shirei, you get 1 damage block every turn and make 1 impossible to die for 5 turns. That can theoretically work. I don't know if I'll be using that type of strategy though. Shirei will give 1 damage block to everyone else on the next turn and make it impossible to die for 5 turns. It's not entirely for 5 turns, because he only triggers 3 times. Bell says, man, cannot wait for the next half to maybe 3 to 4 anniversary banners that will come after the Christmas. It's hard, man. Pre-anniversary has you scared for anniversary. Yeah, I'm scared. Also, guys, if anyone has not yet, please click the like button. It certainly helps the channel keep growing. And if anyone wants to support the channel, we are trying to reach a mid-term goal of 600 USD. We are pretty close to pay some bills on Monday, some important ones. So all help is appreciated, but if you can just click the like button, it also helps. Leon art looks awesome. It does. Shirei won't be able to trigger his damage block after Kihachi dies because she instantly gets back to 100% HP. Yeah, she doesn't really trigger the unconscious state, I believe. Characters that trigger that is Firebringer, because he dies then revives. I'll probably be pulling for Shirei, hope I get the gun cards from the Megalithic Dragon. Okay, let's talk about Lian, because Lian will be an improvement. And he actually makes this Summer Lian a little less appealing, totally less appealing. So Lian has 30% damage reduction at start, and then he has another 30. So 2 damage reduction passes already, and he has much higher status, like 100 endurance and will. Look at all other versions of Lian, he was always low on status. I think he was on the 70s or 80s for, 80 endurance, 90 will. It's a high will, but most of his styles had low endurance, like 71, like 65, 90, he even had 63. That's very low. Now compared to the new one having 100%, 132 dexterity as well, very high. He doesn't need agility, intelligence is okay to land some anti-material shots, endurance debuffs, and that's it. So he starts the fight with 14 BP, because you can want to use the skill tree. When you use this skill here, it's a triple S power attack with 14 BP cost, that before you attack, you can only use it once. You get 1 chase, you don't pay LP for this, and you also get a 50% weak heat up. And then he attacks with a triple S power attack that will be stronger, and will also chase with Wind Chaser. Wind Chaser is a new bullet, it's not the same as before. This one gives 2 BP every time that he attacks, you can see here, instead of 1. Look, Wind Chaser, wait, no. Wind Chaser is 1 BP, I thought it was 2. Storm Chaser is 2 BP. Yeah, sorry. Storm Chaser is the one that you get from that third skill. This one is stronger, has C power, and gives 2 BP. The one that you get free is 1 BP only. Okay, let's get back here. So, he starts the fight getting Wind Chaser already, and he'll get 4 times more. So on turn 4, he has 4 chases without having to load bullets. He doesn't need to load bullets. What you can do is to inherit anti-material shot bullet, and then on turn 2, for example, let's say that you did that. That's the best approach in my opinion. Load the anti-material bullet. Turn 2, if you have BP battery, because he will be missing, I guess, because that anti-material bullet is 10 BP, right? You're gonna use skill 3, then he's going to load an extra chase. You already have 2 chases from turn begins, so he will attack with a strong attack and chases 3 times already. And then on turn 3, he chases 4 times, on turn 4, he chases 5 times. You can still theoretically, if you want, load more bullets, but it's not really great because he loses 3 LP. So anti-material does not sacrifice LP, it's much better in my opinion. So he also has this weak heat up. Here it says weak heat up extreme effect. This is also 4 times. I thought it was just 1 stance. So look on the damage passives that this Lian gets. Again, starts the fight, has 2 damage reduction passives and much higher endurance and will than before, 100%, close to tank levels. Then, battle begins. He starts with 14 BP, loses 3 LP to get 4 chases every turn of Wind Chaser, that is blunt and wind, blunt and slash. And then he will get this weak heat up that increases 30% damage. I guess. Weak heat up is 30, because weak has different values. I need to check this out on JP, man. I need to be sure of this. I have an article that shows ability, if it works, right? Because sometimes it doesn't. It's new on global, and he can get the anti-material chaser follow up for another one of his styles. Yeah, he can. That's what I was saying. Damage enhancement. No, it's not working. It was not working some time ago. It's not working again. I think it's 30%, no? Let's look at Lian's extra buff. He has... this weak heat up says maximum effect. 50%. And this one is Extreme. Extreme is usually 30%. So let's say that it's 30%. Every turn for a total of 120 increase. Then every turn he gets the weak hit up. This one increases by 50%, but you need to land a weak attack 4 times in battle. That's the same amount of turns he needs to load all his bullets. And he still has another super extreme effect. 40%. Let me see weak heat up here. Maybe they will explain. Super maximum is 50. I never saw a weak heat up with just extreme. I don't remember who has this. That's why I'm trying to search for. Does anyone remember anyone? They gave him 120% extra damage in global. Yes. I'm definitely pulling for Leon for sure, says Michael Teron. Mumu says, whoa, that's a long maintenance. I missed some messages. Let me check the messages here. Emerald Maris was asking if half anniversary is next month. We'll start next month, but it's actually June. Might be a good time for rerollers. Might be a good time for rerollers. Too much stuff. Did we ever get an explanation for why Leon seems to have a bionic arm now? I never read this story. Lost an arm before or after the final battle, says Emerald Mara. We could get some Emerald Beyond characters before anniversary to shake even more the meta. Imagine. Love that they gave him 1 extra % will. 1 extra, yes, just to have 100%. 1 an Emerald Beyond styles. I wanted to. It looks laughing. Lushifa says the Storm Chaser is the one that gives 2 BP and it's from S3. Yeah. Emerald says I must be strong. Must pull banner. Yes, must pull lazy grinding for Leon and Shirei. And Kihachi. Long maintenance. Microtron says I'm definitely pulling for Leon for sure. Get the Intermature Chains. That's a lot of damage for a healer. Healer! Inherit the heal spell. Leon is extra buffed. He is. It's like they force us to pull before global anniversary. Yes, they are trying to force, then surprise us again. So all of the 2 banners, guess Kihachi is the way to go. I would recommend going for Kihachi banner. Lushifa says also if there's one buff on global that it's not on his post, all styles get 90% from the strongest resistance they had instead of 65. All of the recent characters get that. I saw that information on Discord. I saw only for the first banner that got released, the boss banner, but now it seems like it will be for all characters from now on. That's how they want you to replace old characters. 10% shard to you, Discord. % shard. Sorry, just tuning on the stream. Is this the Lightning Kihachi? Yes, Sayatan. It's the Lightning Kihachi alongside Leon and Shirei. So, back to Leon here. This is a 40% damage increase. He has 120 from this we heat up. That equals 160. 200 for 360 total. Yeah. And then he has another 50% here. 310%, is that right? Cat for after you use this wallet, you're gonna use this second one. That's actually good because it decreases the guard of the enemy. So large for 1 turn, everyone else can benefit if he's fast enough. He's not that fast though. 410%. Okay, 200. Yeah, my mistake. 410%. Also, welcome you, Flux. And now, just give a look on Leon passives from the past. Like, let's give a look on Summer Leon. 20. 120. 120 from Summer Leon, that's big. Now let's get the third Leon. Third Leon. Third Leon had. $30? 60. 60. This guy reaches 410. First Leon, just for to remember. 20. 20. That's it. Another 20 when landing weak attack. 40. Look how things have changed. Buffer Leon. 30. That's it. And buffs. And you can have as much as 6 bullets. 1 from skill 3, 4 from passive, and another anti-material shot. Bring back Hard Wallop 4. Hard Wallop 10, man, because it's so bad. Descriptions are longer and complex to understand. Remember 5 years ago? I remember. Many characters with terrible passes, like 10% chance to get 1 BP, 25%. Yeah, 410 versus weak and just 50% versus non-weak. Actually, this one here is 40% Neoflux. It's 40%. It looks like 50%, but it's not. Super extreme on this type of passive, just 40%. Don't ask me why. But you're not gonna use him for neutral. We did use Leon in the past for neutral, but now, not anymore. Need to check the database before playing. Need to check database, need to discuss, needs to make a live stream discussing, needs to then make previews, reviews, showcases, because it's complicated. You need to use the most recent styles on GP. Need to see the most recent. Okay. Yeah. It's so hard to have a fight with no weaknesses. Yeah, I don't remember bringing neutral damage recently. Have a chance for a small heal on the beginning of turn. Who? Ah, 10% chance to heal. Remember when we had Nawal's daughter that had a 10% chance to heal? Lushifa says it's logical. Weak heat only affects damages that are weak. That's why it's better percentage than normals. Yeah, it makes sense. But I mean, I don't like when they use the same wording. Well, that's Leon for you. Another top tier damage dealer. That can get ready in 4 turns. Only waste 1 turn if you load the anti-material bullet. Kills Piper says Galate, I think, was the most recent with no weakness, but yeah, it doesn't happen often. Yes, was the most recent. And not very common. Now, let's discuss Bike. Leon is a 4.5, okay. It's another big top damage dealer. I hate that on every game. Instead of using a word, why not use the current percentage? I don't know. I think they actually benefit from the confusion on start. They wanted to confuse people, so that they didn't really know what was stronger or worse. But then now it became complicated. Now, Bike. This guy is very strange. I don't even remember what he does. I'm gonna check first time. 100% endurance and wheel, 125% dexterity, and 130% agility. That's big. After using skill 1, recovers S2, usage by 2. Covers 1 random alive BP by 2. A lot of strange stuff. Okay, but what is skill 2? Aha! It's a fast skill 3 times and above. And grants attack boost and defense boost to all allies. Decreases the damage by 25%. That's the character that I need. I need to PT. Or else I'll never clear the new challenges. Defense boost. For guns. Using word to describe instead of showing numbers like hell for gacha games. Many ones though. The Shinji Killer. Goodbye, Shinji. No, maybe keep using them together. Oshifa, something to ask the developers during a stream if they accept questions. I'm pretty sure that the JP players ask it many times. They just don't want it. It's their decision now. Now, again, I think that the soundtrack playing may be a little too high. Is it too high, guys, or not? Bike? I mean my bike. Now you only need a healer for your gun squad. He doesn't heal, right? Let me check everything here. 3 times in battle, grants attack defense boost to our allies. Okay. It's worse than Darius, of course. Costs much more as well. After S2. But he gains a lot of other stuff with S2. Our allies, besides self, the safety support. When you're using skills, they will grant a defensive stance versus skills. When using spells, who uses spells when using guns? Defensive stance spells. They will recover on HP and one random ally HP. What? Oh, that's my healer then. That's my healer copy. He heals. He uses S2 and allows people to heal. Oh, and one random ally HP by small. Small. This is cast to all allies, so everything here stops at here? No, wait. It stops here. Every time he very counters, he will heal. Nice. I don't know. Let me check this out. I'm not so sure. I think it stops here. He's only for himself. Ah, so he heals himself and someone else's. This is separated. Yeah, ends here. Grants all allies besides self. This extra defense when taking skill damage or spell damage. Then he recovers on ally. He covers himself and one random ally. But this is related to using S2 as well. It's like 260. He doesn't give the heal to everyone. It's only once when he uses S2. He will recover himself, then recover one random ally. Okay. Then after skill 3, he grants attack boost. 7 turns? Also 17 DP cost. And Fine Line Intended Loop. By the end of turn, recovers own HP again. And enters energy charged stance with countdown 1. And then he will activate S3 next turn. Very huge chance? The very huge chance is to trigger this effect on the end of turn, right? 50% chance to enter the energy charge stance. That will also recover his own HP and attack for free. 3 times with double S power. I love it. This Balke can be a gacha gamer dreamer. A lot of RNG stuff here. Sure is going to PT Balke. Huh, yes, probably. He didn't. Okay, there's 4 units in that banner. Yes, 4 units aimless. They added this guy here to the banner. Attack damage increases by 30. Damage taken reduces by 30. Turn end cleanses ailments. Okay. So, this part here is important. You're going to start the fight using skill 2, of course, to give the attack and defense boost. Okay. Then, you will use skill 1, because this one gives him extra BP. Gives self-defense boost and BP for free, and also recovers. Then, when you use skill 1, he can recover skill 3 usage. And also skill 2 usage and 1 random ally BP by 2. A lot of RNG stuff. You don't know who gets what. But on remembrance may be enough for, you know, any hard challenge. I don't know about the new fights though. You're never going to use S3. Yeah, why though, right? Only on the end of the fight. What's up, Ash? The Lenos emote. Yes, you are correct. There's a chance for the S3 for free in the next turn. And what I saw on JP, it can trigger again and again. The problem is that when you use S3, you will get a blunt attack boost. And you will also keep recovering own HP. But I'll wait. After S3. So is that when you use S3 that he gets this chance? Using S3 Suicide Sight, it prevents you from using S2 next turn. Yeah. So what you mean, Flux, is that we are going to use Q2 and Q1, Q2, Q1 forever. Because if we use Q3, we have that chance of entering the energy charge stance, right? And we don't want that. Only if we are about to finish the fight. The dock resistance is how it works. Okay, you mean... what is he? A support, probably, right? Bike should be a support. Around here. Fighter. He's a fighter because of this Q3 then. Oops. Bike was released first or after? Ah, here. You didn't get anything besides just status buffs, right? Just status buffs. Get away from the game for a while. On a Team Nice, thinking of coming back to it probably next anniversary. They are starting the 5-year anniversary right now, Ash. So let's see what they say here. All in all, really good gun remember support, nuker feeler. Balke has a lot of words, but can be abridged pretty fast. First major role is the 3-hit double S power multi-hit. Each S3 user can cause charge into another one for free. Each S3 user can cause that 50% chance to use it again. Yeah. Second major role is a party buffer. He gives a 25 to 30% attack boost with 20% mitigation every 90 BP. In global, they say that defense boost is 25. Skill 1 helps skill 2 and 3 usage by increasing use limit. And that's exactly what we were discussing. So, use skill 2, then skill 1, skill 2, skill 1, skill 2. Overall, don't do damage, full support. And when you are about to kill the enemy, you can use skill 3. Do we have anything on his SS type? Good question. Such a strange character, man. We have Proton Rocket. Random shot, cross shot plus is strong. If you don't want to have that chance to enter the charged stance and you want to do damage on overdrive, why not? But I don't know. In fights where you want to bring in, you want defense boost all the time. I think it's kind of meh because it good part depends on what the teammate uses. All of them will be using skills, at least in my teams. Guns are based on skills. I'm not gonna use this character on real hard challenge. He's totally remembrance bait for me. He's totally inferior to Darius. Darius is much better. Why would anyone use this guy instead of Darius? Now Shirei even. That is even better. This guy here is not that great. He is a 3 out of 5, 3.5 out of 5 at most. Ivaris and Emilia are the only constant spell gunners. Yeah, a little bit of Cindy. She also has Meilin, but who uses Meilin? Because they only got him, not Darius. They don't have Darius, so sad. But now you are on a banner where you have Shirei. I mean, you're gonna use Shirei instead of him. Unless you don't get Shirei and got this guy. I vote Gunren. Doll as well, yeah. So, you can keep at least 2 defense boosts with this guy. You can see 2 defense boosts will be effectively used. And then you will be using skill 1. On a 3-turn cycle, 2 casts of skill 2, 1 cast of skill 1. That's why it recovers 2 users of skill 2. So that you have 2 defense boosts. But will he have enough VP by itself? He starts the fight with 10, uses 9. Then he does not get repeats, only when he uses S1. Yes. So you had 9. Let's do a calculation here. You had 9. Then you spent... No, I mean, you had 10, you spent 9. You're left with 4 BP on the next turn. 4. And then he... You get 5. And then 3 again by the end of turn. So he has 12 on turn 3. Yeah, he has a perfect cycle. Ooh, for Professor? No, Professor is worse. It has less consistency. Has very small healings if you don't have any heal. But I don't have a healer. He will be healing someone here and there. Maybe if I survive, he can heal everyone by chance. Up to the moment where I can finish. So guys, what do you think? This is a gold banner, totally. But is it a gold plus banner? Shirei, Kihachi are the most important ones. You can still skip Lian if you want. He is the evolution of the Lian gameplay. I don't know if he beats Tatiana. / you are covered by Kihachi. And Lian will be vast blunt damage dealer together with Tatiana. I'm totally don't know if Tatiana is better or not. I didn't realize there was a gold plus. I think we only used it for one rerun banner at most. Gold. I got Professor in one single, so she's good on your book. Ah, so JPrag complains all the time, but got one good character. Iveris is a good one to defend the team as well, right, Neoflux? Now, would you use both Iveris together with Bike or not? Balke. I don't know if this is an L or an I. Diamond. We had a diamond banner, yes, you're right. We had one. This gold, don't try to invent new grades, sure. Okay, but we had a diamond one once for a big rerun. Please. Platinum, I don't remember if it was diamond or platinum or whatever. What to do, come back or wait? Asking. You should be pulling for this banner when it comes. Katarina banner because it's going away. Or has it gone away already? It's gone, right? Katarina. Katarina is gone. What is the highest grade? No? We did one special one. It was more of a joke though, because of our rerun banner. It's just once. Cat is already gone. Oh, yeah, so pull for this banner when it releases after maintenance. That's hard, man. Power creep. Total power creep. We are having difficulty finding damage dealers sometimes on big challenges, like we had to bring a pierce damage dealer to a fight like Kazinsi that would negate cold. And while we had an option, there were not many damage dealers that would had enough power to kill Kazinsi in 12 turns, and I do believe that they will start doing that more and more often. So we need to bring new damage dealers, but it will be much better if they have also support. Saruin and Shirei... Saruin and Firebringer will have longevity because they do have support while still being strong damage dealers. Saruin is a real damage dealer while Firebringer is a little more mid. Gun has very limited defensive support, so it may be needed for remembrance. I don't know until you try. You mean for the next boss, right? Yes. So I'll be making previews. What do you think? Saruin, Firebringer, and Orluge receives a silver plus, and the other one receives a gold award. And I recommend people without many gems to pull for Shirei and Kihachi, at least. Lian, if they are without Tatiana. And Balke if they care about remembrance, but skippable. And recommend Lian banner first. Ooh, Firebringer's mid get the torches and pitchforks, kids. I mean, mid as a nuker. Luke says I agree with you. That's what I believe. Let's see what people are saying here on Reddit. Let's update here, and we probably have some comments. Yes, we do. Also, guys, if anyone wants to support the channel, we have 67 people watching. We are trying to reach a midterm goal to pay some bills on Monday, some important ones. So use the links in the description. You see our donation appearing on the top with a message. But if you can't, don't worry, click the like button. It certainly helps the channel keep growing. Until your heart's content. That's your advice. Content. I'm still looking for my heart, says Diva. Yeah, Hans makes some awesome work. Man, that's way too much stuff to write. Crazy stuff. He did it so fast. Though not in the past. All styles have their strongest resistance buffet. No, in the post. Resistance from 65 to 90. All styles. That's also another way for them to try to increase power creep, so that you need higher resistance to survive. Those two banners with those buffs are just amazing. The only mid-style is Balke. Really, yeah. By the way, Saruin or Illusion Kihachi are extremely good for 270 Flurry and Spiral. That Flurry is harsh to beat. Or Illusion is the only farmer, but he's good on DPS for hard content too. If you bring Saruin with or Illusion that floor, or Illusion can do it really fine about damage. Especially because he can have good BP generation. With Megalith Dragon also getting released, Balke is pretty good, but I do wish they had buffed him a little. I agree. Protect banners are really just slight upgrades to their existing styles. I don't know if it's all that must pull. Shirei is probably the best. I hate Kihachi's design. Maybe doing the calculations in UFlux. Even current Kihachi without triggering the dying effect will still do similar damage to the current one. Remember that she can still chase on overdrive all the time, like the current one does. After she dies, though, she always chases with S3 even without overdrive. It's extreme damage. But I believe, considering that she has much better passives, she can do similar damage without triggering the dying effect. Use Rouge on 270. Yeah, I need to use Rouge more often. Next book boss will melt if you use the new Kihachi. I agree. She always melt bosses. Who else? Love you, Hans. Chaos Piper, thanks for posting. Oh, Chaos Piper is here as well. Seems like they're trying to remove SaGa Soul and UDX banners from global with how they split up the robbing banner and now Balke. But anyways, these are very good buffs, but for already very good banners, I guess this is our celebration for MLP release. 2 gunners. Thank you so much, Hans. Very appreciated. Thank you. Due to lack of gens and upcoming anniversary banners, just gonna pull for Shirei. It's keeping Saruin. Good luck with your pulls, everyone. With the new Shirei, OG teams shall thrive. Too soon to get banners like these. My jewel stash is gonna be on shambles. I hope they release a new book. They release a new conquest. Do we have new conquests with Saruin banner? Boss banners sometimes have conquests. Yes, my friend is back. Great job as always. Indeed. I'm glad that they decided to address Shirei BP consistency. As S3 to S1 loop, we need 17 BP, and with that buff, he'll get 16 to 20. So he'll need a lot less help to maintain. Yes. Kihachi getting buffed was unexpected, and it makes me want to pull her more. Even if her need to die turn 1 seems like it could be annoying. Her S2 looks like it could be fun on her older SS style. It is really fun. Looks like Shirei and Kihachi got some big buffs. All that attributes large passives on Shirei is insane. I believe that large is 20. Do you know, Neoflux, what large buff means? On passive, because medium is 15. It's usually 20. I still need to find the secret pages on the new book. I didn't make the normal video, only the live stream. I have to say that it's the content that I like the less to make. Book videos. Because we gotta burn out too many books. Imagine yourself after the end of the maintenance. Oh my. Easily skipping Saruin. Zero regret on skipping UDX Firebringer. Pulling for Shirei banner now. Good luck, everyone. It's because Firebringer is the weaker link, I guess. Overall, you need his inheritance to make him better. She would die easily. You just need her to not die again on the same turn, since she still has defense debuff after reviving. Okay. But she only gets the other effects right after on the next turn, right? Or not? Let me check again. Kihachi, Kihachi, Kihachi. If you use her Nahir Guard Focus Formation, you're also going to get the defense up only after she attacks and was already killed, probably. She dies. No, she gets the defense. She still keeps that defense down, but she already gets a damage reduction right after. If the next attack from the enemy has big power, you can still kill her, but I don't know. I don't think she will. Okay, no, I don't want to say that, copy. You never know what YouTube thinks. Your RPC video software will be used hardly. Oh, yeah. Lightning Blade only activates next turn. Is Lightning Blade a passive that gives her the defense reduction? Let me check, JP. At the start of battle, gives yourself invincibility. Gives yourself Lightning Blade. No, Lightning Blade will be here, no? It's not that part. No, I think it will trigger. She will revive and already trigger the passive, no? It's Month's Bell. We have an expected date for Evil Joe. Alright, months! I think like 3 months from now. It's right there. You really ain't not seeing. What does it mean? Stopped by the effect of fire field power. Oh yeah, it says when attacked, but I mean, let's say that you brought her in a fight. She got killed, and the moment she got killed, she revived. She won't trigger the reduce the damage taken. Or the next hit of the enemy, I mean. It's like Brace from Red, I think. It's like Red's passive. If the not defense boots on Kihachi, you have to pray that she dies on the last attack from the boss. Yeah, Ren, I believe. What's up, builder? We're doing fine. That Shirei banner seems pretty broken to me. Definitely going to pull. Yeah, pull on that one. Lightning Blade activates after she dies, not on the start of a turn. So it's after she dies, Chaos Piper says, New Flux. So she dies, and it should trigger exactly when she dies, like Brave. So if it triggered exactly when she died, she will revive and already have that damage reduction. But she will still have that other thing. She will still have the defense down. So it will be the defense down versus her damage reduction. Theoretically, the defense down is minus 15% and her defense reduction is 40. So she will still have minus 10. But she'll be on full HP, meaning that I don't know if the enemy will kill her right after she revives. Depends on number of enemy attacks. It's turn 1, it's easy to reset if it doesn't work. Makes sense. Because if it's like Brave just triggers and appears on the screen. If it appears on the screen, it will already trigger the effect. That's what I believe. Now, what do you guys think was the most buffed character here? If she dies, it will remove defense down and other buffs. It will remove? No, I don't think so. Fearless already lasts for that turn. She will remove on the next turn only. Hey, Jackal Hound, welcome. How's Saruin's banner? It's good, but the problem is that it's being released with a very OP banner. She got the best buffs of all of them. Yes, buffs were... She doesn't actually die. She keeps all buffs and debuffs. Yeah, she doesn't actually die. Because she doesn't enter unconsciousness. She will not trigger Shirei passive, for example, in your Flux, where someone dies and triggers. But she will, reach 0, trigger like Brace. And then trigger her defensive passive, probably. That will still have to fight with that defense down. For that turn only, and then on the next it's over. She will only have the positive effects, not the negative effects anymore. She will not have the taunt anymore or the defense down. It's a way to create a glass cannon that needs some gimmick. So Shirei, it's probably the most buffed character, right? Do you all agree? Yeah, WP, I think I understand what UniverSe said. That because she doesn't die, she will not lose debuffs. Yeah, she won't lose the debuff. Turn 1, we'll still keep that defense down for turn 1. She has to die because of the other positive triggers. On that only makes sense. Yeah. I think that she doesn't actually die, so she keeps the defense down. Shirei, yes. Yeah, Shirei now has... let's look again on what this guy has. He will be giving increased BP dodges. He will also give 3 BP to everyone. So he actually generates 8. You don't want to use Q1. We were discussing here as well, I don't know if you were here, NewFlux, that to use Shirei on the max potential, you have to use Q3 every single turn, and he'll be game changing on this. I don't know how many characters will be able to cast 2 defense boosts of 50% one after another, while still giving lots of other stuff like PP, this damage block thing, buffing status, all the other stuff. So if you have to cycle skill 3 and skill 1, it's not really that great, because you have to use a skill that costs 3, just recover 3. So he gets 5 by the end. Okay, 8 plus 5, it is still almost enough to use skill 3 again. Okay, but then I don't feel like he works that well. I mean, on the worst RNG, you may not have enough to use skill 3 again on turn 2, but he wants to stack his effects, not just cast it every 2 turns. Kihachi thinks he survives with 100% HP when HP is 0. I think Shirei and Leon were heavily buffed. Kihachi a little bit tricky to use, but when it works, get ready for a lot of damage starting from turn 2. Chill map enemies make hard challenges much easier. Kihachi was made like an upgrade from her original SS, but also more risky. So he will be your OG generator, your attack booster, or defense booster. He will heal 2 times by the end of turn, if you manage to use this every turn. He will buff your status without removing later, like Minstrel does. Every fight where I used Minstrel brings Shirei, and he works. Every fight where I used Shirei recently. Especially if I had Monica or Hardy in the party, or people that have Thomas or Candy. Only Hardy can start off giving him that BP for now. Monica takes too long to keep running. Well, Monica already gives 4 BP reduction, no? Let's see, she gives 4 BP reduction, so he's going to spend 10. Then he gets plus 3, plus 2, plus 5. He has enough again. No, he won't, because he needs to have the high cost. Yeah. You have 20. Because in Monica case, she reduces the cost, but you still have to use the skill with the normal amount. Only Hardy. But that, you have to have... Yeah, exactly what I said. We had a delay on the chat. So, Hardy will give enough. Who else will work well? Thomas, Kenji, Asper. Monica also makes his S1 free, so after the second turn, he'll have plenty of BP. Yeah, he will lose one turn though. One turn. Just one turn. I think after that, Monica will keep him afloat. And he will be giving enough BP to Monica so that she never runs out as well. You will lose one turn of Shirei. Yeah, that's the permanent change was a good change on Lugi. Who is Lugi? What are you talking about? Cat gives, so does Darius randomly. Still just 2 BP. Darius randomly. Will be hard. Cat gives 2, 2 is still not enough. How about Witch's Daughter? 3 is not enough, you need 4. Man, wish they would just made some viable tank characters in less DPS. Yes, I want to hide behind a tank beefy dude. Yeah. Fat Robin's the best one for real cover tank. Enter Sirius. Sirius is a tank as well. Who is Lugi, J-Prack? In a generation where many characters have extra attacks on overdrive, giving up to 30 points of OG Gorge is nice. Ah! Or Luge. Lugi or Luge. He gets 8 BP per turn when using S3, so he needs someone that gives him 6 BP. He actually gets more than that, New Flux. He gets... Shirei gets 10 BP per turn. Look. Turn begins, recovers 2. Gives 3 to himself. And then... Wait. 3, 2, and 3. No, it's 8. Sorry. 8. What it was... I forgot. It's this 3 part. 3, 2... and then 3 by the end, so 8. He will need 6 extra. Monica can, but you need to skip 1 turn. Harji probably can enough. Kenji can. Thomas can. Esper probably cannot, unless you were just using her second skill every turn. No, she can't, because she'll need to chase to give you 6. It's all about Candy, Thomas, and maybe Harji. Am I missing any? If you have Katarina in the party, you can make it easier, though. She can give you up to 2, so you will need only 4. It will make it easier. But a lot of different stuff to use. Good thing. We will have more squads to use, more diversity. Doesn't mean that we need to pull for these characters, but you feel like you are missing out a little if you don't get Shirei, I guess. Cat, Monica, and Shirei sounds nice. Yeah, Cat, Monica, and Shirei. All of them decrease damage taken. All of them. What I wanted from this banner. I wanted to get all characters from Liam banner. And at least Saruin and Firebringer. I don't care much about Orlush, even if he feels like he's nice. I don't care much because I don't see all longevity. I can replace him later. Man, I needed a new debuffer. I may summon for Firebringer. Do you have his first style as well? Buffs activate only once on 1 attack, but he gives in every turn. Ah, let me check here. Here will be the next cover tank. And he will buff status when he's hit. Saidin gives his chain hatred only once, or are you crazy? Oh yeah, he gives the passive effect to people. Yes, you have. That may help. Do you have gens though? Poor baby Orlush, he never became relevant again after his very first tank style. Even back then, he was never really great. I mean, it could work, but back then he was never necessary. 101,000 gens? Oh my goodness. super lucky recently, right? So, if you guys want to think about, go for Neon Banner. Summon until you get at least Shirei. Even if Shirei is not on full potential right now because I don't have some other units, okay, but he still works well. See that he buffs all status for all allies. Has damage reduction, has this very nice effect as well that if someone dies, he will grant a 1 turn protection for the next turn. You have like 3 protections if someone dies. Having this character can save you from many terrible situations, but the thing is, he doesn't revive people. So if 1 died, okay, 4 are protected. But if 2 or 3 died, it's a problem still. You can revive someone, but I don't know if you're surviving for too long. WP says, I have tried to use Orluge last style for status, people says, and it just says invalid. It's because some of the status are not able to proc. The enemy has a negation. He wasn't great as a tank, but he's tanking decently and counter-attacking with the status certainly was very welcome. He was tap on my team at the time. I used him here and there, but I guess only on 2 real challenges in a secondary option. That's right, Leon will make Shirei better. Leon gives a lot of stuff as well. Do you guys want to check Leon before we go? It's probably coming soon. He will make Gerard better as well, but now Gerard's losing steam. See, we used Gerard for 1 month, guys. Then we started using Darius, and then we are using Shirei. He gives VP. He gives VP as well. He gives a lot of things. Start of turn, he gives 1 VP to everyone. Start of battle, he gives 5 VP. Now, after activating Light of Mercy, recovers VP by 5. Light of Mercy, it's actually his the same skill that Wolfie has, that heals in gives heal over turn. Damage block, light healing sword. And he also buffs all status, right? Yeah, large is 20. Giving 5 EP to everyone while also healing is very busted. Emperor support. During recovery action, defense boosts, and he can recover then. When attacked, it buffs status, all of them by 5%. Charles buffs just 2 types and he buffs all. Orluge is a really good DPS though for both fire and dark, better than Apollo. You think he's better than the new Apollo because he is actually pretty strong when you consider that he can attack multi times with the chase. It's just that I know that he eventually gets replaced. He has the Dark Flare guarantee, and he has a chance to get a Dark Flare that lasts for 3 turns. So, perfect scenario, he has 4 Dark Flare chains, but of course, perfect scenario doesn't happen. But let's say that he gets 2, 3 Dark Flares as a chains. Those are triple S power attacks, right? Gerard is good. I don't know what people are talking about not using him. No, I use him. But I mean that overall, I didn't use him as much anymore when we got new styles. We want to use the new ones, right? But he still works. Leon will make everyone a little better. He's like Cat. He is like Cat. Cat is even more impactful than Leon, in my opinion. Have you been using him? Apollo has been amazing in recent fights. Yes. Apollo was never really a star. The new one is. You can finally use his global access skill. What will make the global access skill better with this Neon? He also has Two-Blade Light. Imperial Glory. It's Two-Blade Light. Apollo has been carrying you on every heat weakness boss. He is super strong. I have Shawl, but if I didn't have Shawl, man, I would be suffering. Imperial Glory buffs, and then attacks again. But that's 13 VP. He doesn't have that much for himself. He will always be healing everyone, at least. He also has this when HP becomes 0 after being attacked, dies and revives. Damage block. Oh yeah, the extra BP you come from S3 as well. So he will theoretically give 2 BP per turn. They will probably buff his defense boost on global as well. I don't know. Newest Apollo doesn't have a hat. You're probably confusing him with Creator. Both those skills are very good with he doesn't have in GP. But it's just that his S3 is already good enough. I mean, if you use it every turn, he can actually generate much more BP. Like if you can use Blessing of Light 2 times in a row, he's gonna give 3 BP to everyone every turn. And he has 6 total. If he gets 4 from other sources, you have the healing effect for free, 2 heal effects, 2 attack boosts, and 2 defense boosts. All stacked alongside the 20% all status buff, alongside a 30% damage reduction, and alongside this recovery action. Does this trigger with his heal overturn or not? I don't think it does, right? Self-buffing. And now he's healing. He heals up to 3 times per turn. So, it's almost like a Two-Blade Light by itself already. Graduation cap and talks about trains, so maybe it's SaGa Perfector thing. Oh, really? Karen and chat, have a good day. Oh, you're going away. Thanks, look, for coming. The stream will finish in a few. Maybe they can make his S2 reliable like Mama. Like that it can charge, maybe. But Wolfie version charges as well, right? The JP version of Wolfie doesn't. If they do that already, it certainly helps. Where is Wolfie? So he has 2 types of utility. I don't think JP Wolfie has that. It doesn't. So Global got it. They may give it to Liam as well. And they may even buff his defense boost. How about Iris that was with the box banner? She's a Romancing Saga 2 units. Maybe they will release her with Leon. Not with Leon because Leon already has 5 units. But she will add her to some other banner, I'm sure. Look, Leon is in a banner with 5 units. They may allow him to recharge. You flux well, to be honest, I haven't tried that one. Don't tell I missed the only good Apollo. Probably didn't pull on the banner. It was when we had Darius banner, pulling for Firebringer and Shirei. Good luck. Yeah, that Apollo is immune to damage for 5 turns and pumps up stacks of damage. Being immune to damage to 5 turns is amazing. I'm afraid you did. That's the only relevant Apollo in this massive DPS. I really wanted that guy, but I needed to make a decision. I will start pulling for Shirei banner and see where I land. Hopefully I'll get my New Leon. I have all Leons so far. I like to have Leons. Got all of them in few pools, of course. But I don't know. This feels like it will lead to a pity because I want all 4 characters. And then I want to do some pools for Firebringer and Saruin. You're investing in... Yes, I am. On Kihachi and Shirei. Have to have all their styles. Super invested. But, guys, I think I'll be finishing the stream. I want to do more later, but will probably be for Emerald Beyond. We'll keep running the Jiva number 5 storyline. I will make previews of this banners. When are they releasing, man? This is 28. The maintenance happens tomorrow, right? Going to PT for Balke. Don't say that, please. This new really needed previews and styles for inheritance. I think I only had 2. If you have the anti-material bullet, it's good. Not really necessary though. It will happen on 29. That means tomorrow at reset time. Okay, so I'll release one preview video today, another preview video tomorrow. Starting with which banner? Which you guys prefer me to make first? I believe the best one will be Leon, because that's the one that I'll be recommending. I prefer to talk about the banner I will recommend first. And then the other. Yeah, this webcam is wrongly focused, I don't know. Great banner first, right? Usually new banner announcements are 2 days before the update. No, yes, but it's just because we have a maintenance this time. It's different time. Bike is pretty bad. Check future units before deciding to PT him. Yeah, but I mean, they are going to release the new Remembrance fight for the Megalith Dragon. I have 0 support. Can I survive without someone? But I'll check the future banners, yeah. Future banners. For guns. Let me do a quick search here. Let's see when we have guns. Wait, this is just 2024 banners. That's okay. It's better to check on the document then. Gun. They will release lots of Romance in Saga 2 styles, so guns will be non-existent for a while. I am skipping Professor, so let's keep that. Bike is here. No gun, no gun. No gun, no gun. No guns. There's a Yuma Mayo. He says that he's a supporter. He has attack and defense boost if I'm not mistaken. And then Rose, but she's a Saga, so she may be skipped. This Yuma Mayo will not be skipped, but he's pretty far. It's just that guy. And we are already close to the 7 heroes ban that just happened on GP. There are no many options for me. Heals all turns. Who heals all turns? You mean that gunner? Who we were talking about again? I just forgot. Yuma Mayo. Yuma Mayo. Let me check Yuma Mayo before I leave. He's also a healer. Start of turn gives defense boost to all allies. Which play of 3 gets another, just like this. This part though. Recovers HP of all allies every 3 turns. An attacking heal trigger is activated, recovers. This guy is game changing for me. Totally game changing. We're so close from Joe's banner. Ha, not really that close. If I get this bike, I hope I get him for free without having to pity such a character. But if I don't, there's no other options for me. There's no gunners in the timeline. No gunners. Bike? Human male? Uh, where is the other? Unlimited SaGa character? Unless they release Global X style or Emerald Beyond banners. Or free characters. Give me the free characters, please. There is a gunner here farming. Pray from Global X. I'm praying for a while. You flux. I will summon this human male banner. Princess Ray Sprite is cool. She's with human male? Why are they on the same banner? Ah, the dragons. Oh, yeah. Riding dragons. Raid riding a dragon makes no sense. This guy makes sense. Next, Princess Ray is actually pretty strong with her S3 from the last site. And who summoned it for that one? Only defense. Only defense. Maybe we can peachy that style later for not much. Hey guys, what is it? Joey's on anniversary. Everyone wants new job. What about this guy here? Can he use it for... Ah, yeah, that's the crazy damage dude. Very crazy damage dude. Dragon Race. Dragon Race. My eyes are hurt. And I keep touching it. I think it's lack of water and I don't know. But guys, I'll be finishing this stream. It's actually a horse. In this case, it's a dragon, no? I don't know. Maybe a horse. And I'll be back for Emerald Beyond later. Dragon armor. In a horse. Maybe. Yeah, it's a horse. Yeah, the sprite means a horse. The art doesn't really tell. I just want to thank you all for being here. Thanks, guys. Before we leave, click the like button, like I said. If you want to support the channel, use the links in the description. We are trying to reach a midterm goal. That will really help us pay some of the bills of the next month, next week. But if you can't, just leaving a like and commenting on the videos surely help. Today I'll be releasing the first preview. That will be based on Shirei banner because he was the most buffed. And I know you all want to know if you should be pulling for or not. And tomorrow we'll have the other. So that's it. Have a great weekend. And I see you soon in the next video or live stream. Goodbye. My copy, Chaos Piper. Randstorm says new Gustav is like Need Dark. Less strong passive, but the weak attack boost is AoE. Ah, so a farmer then, or a character that works for some turns. This is to work for 10 turns, right? See you, my friends. Goodbye, BL, Escabel. New Flux, Dog. Cool Sonic, WP, Mumu. Who else was here? Masamune, J Prack, Zadok, Lushifa, Ash, Sluk, Randstorm, Summy, and many others. Thank you all.